Your cat has been trying to tell you something every single day. And every single day, you've been misreading it completely.
Not some of it.
All of it. Scientists recently discovered that cats developed a private language used exclusively with humans, not with other cats. Just you. Which means every meow, every stare, every weird 3 a.m. behavior. That was a message directed at you personally. And by the end of this video, one behavior on this list is going to completely change how you see your cat forever. Most people cry when they find out. Your cat has been sending you messages every single day. And every single day, you've been misreading them completely.
Not some of them.
All of them. Scientists discovered something extraordinary. Cats actually developed a private communication system used exclusively with humans. Not with other cats. Not with other animals. Just the specific person they live with. Every meow, every slow blink, every strange 3 a.m. explosion of energy, every time she stares at a blank wall. Those aren't random. Those are attempts to reach you. Today, we're going through 17 of them. And I'll warn you now, behavior number 14 is the one that gets people. Most viewers don't make it through that one without stopping to go find their cat.
Stay until the end.
Because the last thing I tell you changes everything before it. You finish petting her. She was purring,
Leaning in.
everything was perfect. The moment your hand lifts, she starts licking the exact spot you touched. Your brain says, she didn't like it. Your brain is wrong. Your hand leaves something behind. Skin oils. Lotion. The scent of everything you touched that day. For a cat whose entire sense of identity is built around her own scent profile, a foreign smell on her coat isn't something she ignores. She's not erasing you. She's blending you in, licking your scent into her fur, mixing it with hers, making it part of her. Some behaviorists believe it's also self-soothing. Petting creates positive arousal. Grooming brings her back to calm. Either way, she's not rejecting your touch. She's keeping it. She wraps herself around your ankles the moment you start walking. Figure eights. Slow circles. Full body contact. You've nearly stepped on her 100 times. She doesn't care. This goes back to how cats greet each other in the wild. When two cats who fully trust each other meet, they weave and rub together, exchanging scent, reinforcing their bond, saying, "We belong to the same group." She's doing that to you. She's scent marking you as family, not possession.
Family.
The reason she does it specifically when you're moving, that's when you're present, in motion, available. She's greeting you the only way her species knows how. She flops over. Full stretch. Belly completely exposed. Eyes half closed. You reach for it. She grabs your hand like a trap. Here's the truth. The belly display was never an invitation. It was a confession. A cat's stomach is its most defenseless point. No armor. Pure vulnerability. Showing it to you means she feels so completely safe in your presence that she's willing to expose the one part of her body she cannot protect. It's the highest trust signal a cat possesses. But the reflex to guard that area is wired directly into her nervous system, older than any bond she has with you. The moment your hand makes contact, ancient instinct fires before her conscious mind can stop it. She loves you enough to show you the belly. Evolution just hasn't caught up yet. 2:47 a.m., you're asleep. Then thunder across the ceiling. Cats are crepuscular, most active at dawn and dusk, time too when their prey moves in the wild. But indoor cats sleep too much during the day. Nothing hunts them. Nothing challenges them. Energy builds with nowhere to go. 3 a.m. is where it goes. The zoom eyes are also how cats process accumulated stress. A full-speed burst releases tension the same way an intense workout does for you. She's not malfunctioning. She's regulating. 10 minutes of active play before bed eliminates this almost entirely. She doesn't need medication. She needs a feather toy at 9 p.m. Completely still. Unblinking. Staring at absolutely nothing. Your instinct is to Google haunted house. Here's what's actually happening. Cats hear up to 64,000 hertz. You top out around 20,000. That empty wall might contain a mouse, a vibrating pipe, an insect behind the plaster. all of it perfectly audible to her and completely silent to you. Her vision detects motion at a level yours doesn't register. A shadow shift. A light flicker. A spider you'll never see. She's not seeing things that aren't there. She's accessing an entire layer of your home that you have no sensory access to whatsoever. She looks at you, looks at the glass, slowly paws it to the edge, looks at you again, pushes it off. That was deliberate. You both know it. First, cats are tactile explorers. Pawing at objects gives them information about weight, texture, and whether something is alive. Second, if she makes eye contact before doing it, she has already learned that this specific action produces an immediate response from you. You appear. You react. You engage. From her perspective, that's a successful interaction she can reliably repeat. She doesn't hate your belongings. She discovered a dependable method to make you show up. She ignores you for hours, completely unbothered. You walk to the bathroom and close the door. Within 60 seconds, paw underneath it. In the wild, cats are most exposed when they're still and enclosed. That's exactly what you are in the bathroom. She follows you there because that's when you're most vulnerable. She's not being invasive. She's protecting you. There's also a territory element. Closed doors tell her there's a space she can't monitor or keep safe. That's a problem her instincts won't allow her to ignore. She's not being strange. She's being loyal. Everything is perfect. She's purring. You're petting her. Then she turns and puts her teeth gently on your hand. Not breaking skin. Just holding. This is called a love bite. And it's more layered than it sounds. Cats use gentle biting as social bonding. Mother cats do it to kittens. Cats do it to each other during grooming sessions. It's physical contact that goes one step further than a paw, a way of saying I know you're here. I want you to know I'm here. It can also mean she's hit her stimulation threshold and needs a brief pause, but without wanting to leave. Either way, it is not aggression. It is communication in the only physical language she is fully fluent in. The package arrives. You set it down to unpack. Before you've removed the second item, she's inside it. Settled.
Calm.
Like she ordered it. Boxes satisfy one of the deepest hardwired needs a cat has, an enclosed space with one visible entry point. In the wild, that geometry means total safety. She can see out. Nothing can approach from behind. She can monitor everything from a contained, defensible position. A 2014 study found that shelter cats given boxes to hide in showed dramatically lower stress levels than cats without them. The box isn't a quirk. It's psychological shelter. Any space with edges activates the same instinct. Laundry baskets. Open suitcases. The gap behind your laptop. If it has walls, she wants to be inside it. She walks into the room, finds you, and then turns completely around and sits facing away, right in front of you. This is one of the most misread behaviors a cat has. Showing your back to something means you have decided it is not a threat. She's not dismissing you. She's trusting you with her blind spot. Many cats do this specifically to cover the room while you cover the other direction. You're her backup. She positioned herself so that together, nothing can approach either of you unseen. That's not indifference. That's a tactical decision made in your favor. You wake up at 3 a.m. She's 3 inches from your face. Completely still. Just watching. Your heart rate does something unpleasant. Here's what's actually happening. When you sleep, you become the vulnerable one. Your cat positions herself close to monitor the environment while you're unaware. She's standing guard. Your breathing, your heartbeat, your body heat. These are also calming signals to her. She's been drawn to the safest, warmest, most rhythmic presence in the room. She is not watching you. She is watching over you. There is a difference. And she understands it even if you didn't until now. Adult cats almost never meow at each other. It's a kitten behavior, used to communicate need to a mother. Your cat meows at you because she studied you. She figured out, probably within her first weeks with you, that you don't read body language reliably. You don't respond to scent signals.
But you respond to sound.
Specifically her sound. So she adapted. She built a communication system designed specifically for your limitations. Every meow is a deliberate attempt to reach you across a species barrier. She's working harder to talk to you than you have ever realized. You don't see this. But if you put a camera on your front door, you'd find her there, sitting at the exact spot you exited. Sometimes for minutes. Sometimes much longer. Your scent is strongest at the exit point. Sitting there keeps her as close to you as the space allows. Some cats sit for a few minutes and move on. Others stay much longer. The duration reflects how deeply your absence registers as a disruption to her world. She misses you, in the only way her brain knows how to process, missing someone. Not because she's confused. Not because she never grew up. Because she made a decision. Researchers at the University of Sussex found that cats use a specific embedded cry inside their meows when they want something from their owners, a frequency that mirrors the cry of a human infant. They don't use it with other cats. They don't use it with strangers. Only with the person they have chosen. Your cat doesn't see you as a fellow cat. She doesn't see you as a human either. In her mind, in the deepest part of how she has categorized you, you are her caretaker. Her safe person. The one she calls for. She didn't decide you were her owner. She decided you were her family. And she has been telling you that, in the frequency of an infant calling for its mother, every single day.
Take a moment with that.
You walk in.
She spots you.
Instead of coming over, she drops into a full dramatic stretch, front paws forward, back fully arched. Stretching in front of someone is a complete vulnerability display. Every muscle extended. Zero defensive position. She's also physically preparing to engage with you. Cats stretch to activate before interaction. That stretch means you matter enough to get ready for. Sleeping at your feet specifically. She could sleep anywhere. She chooses the foot of your bed every single night. Your feet move least while you sleep, the safest position for a cat sharing space with a large, unpredictable human. Close enough for warmth and presence. Far enough to avoid being rolled onto. From that position, she faces the room. She can watch every direction while you sleep without being cornered. She's not at your feet because she's indifferent to you. She's at your feet because that's where she can love you and protect you at the same time. Rolling on the floor when you come home. You open the door. She drops to the floor and starts rolling. Paws in the air. Completely undignified. Floor rolling is a full-body trust display, belly, throat, every vulnerable part exposed simultaneously. She's also releasing scent from glands along her back, marking the space where you just arrived as safe. Your presence just made the room better. Her body announced it before she could stop it. She can't help it. You make her that happy. The thing I promised you at the start. Here it is. Your cat cannot tell you she loves you. She doesn't have the words. She doesn't have the face for the expressions you'd recognize. She can't sit you down and explain what you mean to her. So she grooms the spot you touched. She sits at the door after you leave. She stands guard at 3 a.m. while you sleep. She stretches when she sees you. She calls for you in the frequency of an infant calling its mother. She has been saying the same thing in 17 different ways every single day. You just didn't have the translation. You do now. Go find your cat.